Today's episode is about attitude and consistency, the two most important things you need in this life. How is your attitude like? Will you always get down on yourself whenever you're down trembling, or will you always give yourself the ability to persevere through your current circumstances? For an example, Damian Lillard, the all-star point guard right now, the Portland Trail Blazers, is going through a shooting slump. He hasn't been able to live up to his standards. He hasn't been able to play the game of basketball at his highest apex. He was just nominated and voted the 75th best player in the NBA history. But that is actually what? Making people jump for his head, asking people, why is he going through shooting slump? Why is shooting numbers down? Why is he not actually performing to his best? But I want you to remember that he knows that the real will always prevail, because if he stays consistent and actually maintains a sane attitude, everything will be okay. You can do the same thing that he's doing. He's sticking with his routine. He's actually believing in himself, and he won't actually stop the process that's actually gotten him to the standpoint of where he's at. So you actually show up for practice early. He will put up thousands of shots. He will go through film, and he'll give himself an opportunity to actually see himself performing at his highest apex. You can do the same thing for yourself. All you need is consistency and a great attitude. Too many times our attitude wavers, and this is the reason why we don't take advantage of the digital age. Information is right at our fingertips if we only believe in ourselves. So I want us to take the attitude that Damian Lillard is going to take, because very not too soon he's going to be able to shoot out himself out of the shooting slump, and he's going to be able to perform at his highest apex. But you can do the same thing for yourself if you actually believe in yourself and you don't quit. So I want you to go out there and actually believe in yourself, and knowing that your attitude and consistency are the most important things that you need in this life. You don't need more money. You don't need a new car. You don't need a new life. All you need is a change of attitude, because that actually changes your mentality. And when you change your mentality, you actually get to affect your reality. And this gives you the ability in order for you to get better day by day. Work on your deeds and work on your tasks so you can actually persevere. And once you persevere, you can actually have patience to actually see things happen for themselves. And that patience actually gives you a new perspective. So do not give up on yourself. Damian Lillard is going to get out of the shooting slump, and he's going to bounce back and become the all-star point guard that I know he's capable of becoming. And you can do the same thing too. If you're down on work, if you're down on school, if you're down on family, if you're down on life, do not give up. Give yourself an opportunity to see yourself in a great environment. Because in life, we give ourselves a chance every day. Our attitude fluctuates, but we can work on our attitude with 3 steps. We can always just have a great perspective. If we have great perspective and actually see things for what they are, not necessarily for what we want them to become, we can actually get better at those things. Too many of us hope and wish and dream for things, but we don't actually take the right steps in order for us to attack those plans. So I want you to write your plans down, attack your plans, and actually make sure you stay consistent with your plan, because this gives you the ability in order for you to show up every day for yourself. And if you actually write it down, you actually get to attack it daily. You give yourself a process in order for you to actually know that everything is in steps. So I want you to go out there and trust your process, and know that your attitude and consistency are the 2 things you need. They're more important than your IQ. You don't need to know too much. All you need to know is that your attitude and your consistency in whatever you're doing is going to bear fruit if you actually stay consistent. Take all-star point guard Damian Lillard, who is actually in the gym right now, working on himself, working on his jump shot, working on his trajectory, working on his game, because he knows for far too long, too many times people doubted him, and too many times people told him he won't make it. But I want you to believe in yourself just like he believes in himself. He's an ultra athlete, and you should get the same ability in yourself in order for you to know that the real will always prevail. If you're authentic with the work, if you're consistent with everyday working, if you're consistent with showing up every day and giving yourself an opportunity to improve, your attitude is going to get better with consistency. So I want you to have a great perspective, maintain your patience, and also know that life is about perseverance. So go out there and actually make things happen for yourself. This is Edcon Moses, and this is the Novo Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.